My name is Burkhard Schaefer. I'm one of the co-founders of BSSN Software. We're a lab informatics company focusing on deploying standards in the laboratory. We work both with instrument vendors and with end users. And our mission is to make the data that is generated in the lab as accessible as possible. We do this by introducing standards, data standards and instrument control standards. And one of the standards we use is the AnIML standard. AnIML is an XML-based format for analytical and biological data. It's been put together under the umbrella of ASTM, an international standards body, and is widely recognized as the leader in analytical and biological data representation. AnIML is based on XML and is suitable for many different measurement techniques. So I can put all of the data I have about a sample in one place, no matter which measurement technique I used and which vendor the instrument came from. And we use it in our tools that we provide to bring scientific data to the desktop, to the web, to mobile devices, and to third-party data systems such as LIMS and ELN to make that data valuable and easy to use in business processes. Some of the benefits of the AnIML standard are that I'm suddenly able to bring together the data from different instruments, from different measurement techniques, into the same place. That I have a reusability of tools across all of the data that I'm generating. That can lead to significantly reduced total cost of ownership. What's also helpful is that my data becomes much more accessible. I have an open format, it's based on XML, there are plenty of tools out there. I can just go and pick out the information that I want. And on top of that, specific AnIML-based tools are available on the market today from over half a dozen vendors. So I can actually roll out an AnIML-based solution in my laboratory today. Being able to share data is key, because that way I can make sure that it gets to the person who needs it. And this is useful both within my own organization, when I'm sharing data within my own lab, or sharing it across organizational boundaries with different business units or even external collaborators. This is great not only for academia or for publishing purposes, it's also great for facilitating relationships with CROs, with contract labs, and allows me to orchestrate a network of partners and to collect the information that comes back efficiently. Another aspect that is often neglected is long-term archival. The data that I'm producing today either needs to be retained for regulatory purposes or because it carries value, because I care about those results. And it's really hard to do long-term archival right, because traditionally I have to keep the original software. With an open standard such as AnIML, this becomes easier. I now only have to retain a very small piece of infrastructure that is capable of retaining the AnIML records and getting back to them. Again, leading to a lower total cost of ownership in a long-term archival scenario. Personally, I'm excited about the collaboration between the SiLA and the AnIML efforts, with SiLA being the master of instrument control, being able to communicate with instruments efficiently, and AnIML being a great representation for the data. Bringing the two together opens new opportunities, because suddenly we have an end-to-end integration possibility from the instrument, the piece of hardware sitting on the bench, all the way up to the enterprise data systems, such as LIMS and ELN systems, process control systems. And I think it's critical to realize that AnIML as a data format alone, or other standards which only provide a data format, are not enough to provide an end-to-end story. We need the communication piece so that we can actually tie in the equipment into the equation. And with the partnership between SiLA and AnIML, we have a great synergy. And at Miptec, we're actually showcasing the first implementations of that with an instrument that is working. Usually a standard itself is not very useful unless you actually implement it. And that's what we've done. We've taken the current state of the SiLA-AnIML Data Standard, and we have implemented that together with Mettler Toledo, Infoteam and BSSN Software to demonstrate an end-to-end integration of an analytical balance into a laboratory workflow. And secondly, we have a proof of concept implementation of microplate readers, where the data that is recorded from a plate reader becomes available in the AnIML format and can be transported via SiLA. Those can both be seen at Miptec. And the Mettler-Toledo balance is actually there physically, so you can try it out live and see the standard actually working in action. To wrap up, I think it's great to see the synergies that can come if standard bodies such as SiLA and AnIML are collaborating. We have mutual stakeholders, both in the instrument and the end user community, and if we work together, it's much easier to use the scarce amount of resources that is available to us. We get results more quickly, and we can publicize the results together more easily. Because in the end, standards only work if you have adoption. And with SiLA and AnIML touching thousands of users every day already, I think we are on the right way of getting that mission accomplished.